Princess Leia, an insured under the homeowner's policy is defined as, quote, you and the residents of your household. The insured location is defined as the insured or the resident premises. And this means where you live. So, for example, if you insured the Rebel Alliance military base at Yavin, for example, under the homeowner's policy, you would have to reside there full time. If you didn't, the base would be uninsured because it isn't a resident premises where you live. That's what happened with Lord Vader and the Death Star. He didn't live there. He had a skeleton crew at the Death Star. So Intergalactic Insurance thought that it was uninsured because it was vacant. There are home sharing host activity endorsements like the AHO 0653-02/17, but my interpretation is that the definitions remain the same. You would have to temporarily leave, maybe for like a weekend, while someone rents the base. Of course, the issue is that you would have to list the base's location in a quote home sharing network program as defined in the policy. This naturally opens you as the Rebel Alliance up to the Empire finding the base because they're looking for a location to rent for the weekend. Coupled with the fact that vandalism and malicious mischief is not covered for the home sharing, I mean, the Empire could deliberately trash the base and you wouldn't get any money from Intergalactic Insurer. And I mean, you know how the stormtroopers are when they get a little boozy and everything. A better bet would be the dwelling property policies, which is like the homeowner's policy, but you don't have to live there. So if you were renting the base to the Mandalorians, for example, you would have coverage for the base. The drawback is that you would also need a dwelling liability policy for the liability exposures the Mandalorians open you up to because they like go shooting and killing all of their bounty and stuff. I'm sure you would want to make yourself an additional insured on their renter's policy. You could also go with the commercial property policy for rental of the base. The thing that you would have to watch out for, as with everything, is the vacancy clause. Do you have enough personal property to show that you are occupying the base when a loss was incurred? Like, do you have plenty of microwaves and stoves and beds and your X-Wing fighters? Otherwise, there are only going to be a few covered causes of loss. Things like vandalism and theft, of course, wouldn't be covered. So, say a tornado hit the base, the loss would be covered, but it would be reduced by 15% because it's vacant. Look, Princess, I know that you're busy, and we've not even talked about the insurance policies for the X-Wings, the cruisers, or the antique Millennium Falcon. But let's get together some other time and talk about this later. May the 4th be with you. This week, I've discussed policies, exclusions, and endorsements the rebels may need in order to cover their damages to their military bases as a second home. Every claim is different, and every insurer throughout the galaxy has different protocols for handling losses. However, this being in the litigated galaxy that we're in, please see below for some legalese. Few claims go to a jury trial, and picking the expert who has been deposed the most or who's gone to trial the most may not be the correct expert. Failing to have a second set of eyes on the claim in order to save some expenses isn't always the best way to resolve a loss. As an expert witness and a former claims adjuster, I'm sharing my experiences in the art of adjusting. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time.